The Philadelphia Eagles are a team on the rise coming off of a playoff appearance during the 2021 season. The Eagles made a ton of moves this offseason to improve their roster and to help continue the growth of the football team. With head coach Nick Sirianni heading into this second year, and with all the moves that the Eagles made with their roster, can this Eagles team overtake the Dallas Cowboys and become the NFC East champions in 2022? And that is what I'm going to talk about in today's video. But before I get into that, make sure you guys leave this video a like, as it always helps this channel to grow and it beats the YouTube algorithm. And about 96% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. And if you fit into that percentile, make sure you guys click that subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the content that I post on this channel. And it's time to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. So without further ado, let's dive into it. The Philadelphia Eagles in 2021 struggled at the beginning of the season, which led them to starting 3-6. The reason for that 3-6 start was that the Philadelphia Eagles was a team that was really not running the football enough. Miles Sanders was not a big part in their offense, and with the running game struggling, the passing game tended to struggle as the team became pass heavy and reliant so much on Jalen Hurts to get things done, but not just his legs, but his arms as well. But Nick Sirianni made a big adjustment down the stretch, giving Miles Sanders more involved in this offense, and that turned this Philadelphia Eagles season around. They won 6 out of their last 8 games to finish 9-8 and make the playoffs. Even though they eventually lost in the playoffs to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this team was still on the rise heading into 2022. Now, the big part of that is the development of Jalen Hurts. I do believe Jalen Hurts is starting to develop more and more as a passer. His legs is already a top-tier weapon as far as the quarterback position goes, and the more his arm develops and the more Nick Sirianni adjusts the play calling to use both his arms and his legs, this Philadelphia Eagle football team will continue to improve, and they will be contenders in this 2022 NFL season. Jalen Hurts is still a very talented quarterback. He's still growing and he has a lot of growing to do still, but when you look at the potential of Jalen Hurts with this offense and the pieces that they've added, you can see this Philadelphia offense take another step forward in 2022. And with the step forward in 2022, the Eagles added some weapons on offense. The main piece was trading for A.J. Brown on draft night and giving him a 4-year, $100 million extension. A.J. Brown is proven to be a very talented wide receiver, a Pro Bowl wide receiver, a wide receiver that can get open, and a wide receiver that can make things happen after the catch. And bringing in A.J. Brown to this offense can help the development of Jalen Hurts even more going forward. When you already have a second-year wide receiver who is improving in Devonta Smith, Devonta Smith had a lot of questions himself coming into this 2021 season, but he proved a lot of those doubters wrong, having a very productive 2021 rookie season. You have Quez Watkins as well, and you have the tight end of Dallas Goedert, who I believe is going to slowly become one of the better tight ends in football. To pair with Miles Sanders' ability to run the football and to do things out of the backfield in the passing game, and Nick Sirianni adjusting this offense to fit those weapons, this Philadelphia offense is going to take another step heading into this 2022 NFL season. The improvements that the Eagles made on the defensive side of the ball are just as massive as the improvements, not just getting A.J. Brown on the offensive side of the ball for the players developing into their next year under Sirianni. They also made some roster moves as well on that side of the football, bringing in Hassan Reddick, who is one of the better linebackers that we have off the edge. And then you have Darius Slay, who's one of the better corners in football, adding Jaquiski Tart from the 49ers and adding James Bradberry from the rival New York Giants. Brandon Graham is still a productive player up front. Fletcher Cox is still one of the better interior presences that we have in the league. Derek Barnett is still getting better. And this Philadelphia Eagles team, as the defensive side of the ball, is still going to make more improvements as a unit into year 2 under the Nick Sirianni regime. This Philadelphia Eagles team has all the makeup to overtake the Dallas Cowboys and the NFC East, and I believe they will do so in 2022. There are various reasons why I believe the Dallas Cowboys will not be the NFC East champions and the Eagles will overtake them. Number one is that wide receiver position is really going to take a slab for the Dallas Cowboys. After the trade of Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns, Michael Gallup is still dealing with and recovering from a torn ACL, and they're elevating CeeDee Lamb to be the number 1 wide receiver. Now, they did add James Washington this offseason to help with that, but losing a guy like Amari Cooper, and we're not sure where Michael Gallup is going to be recovering from the ACL injury. Dalton Schultz is still a nice weapon at the tight end position, but that wide receiving core for the Dallas Cowboys, I believe, takes a step back from where they were in 2021 with Lamb, Gallup, and Cooper all being healthy. Now, Ezekiel Elliott is going to be more healthy. He did play a lot of last year injured. Dak Prescott, we're still waiting to see if he can take that next step and elevate the Dallas Cowboys even more. But at the end of the day, they have a lot of injury problems. Tyron Smith at the left tackle position has been unable to stay healthy. And on the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys do have Trayvon Diggs, but Trayvon Diggs is a hit or miss type of corner. He's not one of those lockdown type of corners. He's a hit or miss as far as getting interceptions or as far as letting up big plays. And they do lose Randy Gregory in free agency to the Denver Broncos. They added Dante Fowler Jr., but I don't believe he will have the same impact. Even though Michael Parsons has developed into one of the better defenders in football, this Dallas Cowboys defense, I believe, is going to take a step back with Randy Gregory being gone. Trayvon Diggs, kind of suspect ability in my opinion as far as letting up the big play. And this offense for the Dallas Cowboys, I don't believe is going to make it up to snuff to compete with the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC East. The Eagles are a team that have done a lot. The Eagles are a team that are still improving under Nick Sirianni in year 2. Jalen Hurts is still developing to one of the good quarterbacks that we have in the league, and he will take another step in 2022. You add A.J. Brown to that Eagles roster, you have Quez Watkins, Miles Sanders, and you have a defense that you added more to with getting a guy like Hassan Reddick and getting a guy like Jaquiski Tartt and James Bradberry. I just believe that the Eagles have done more and they're going to develop more versus this Dallas Cowboys team. I believe that it's going to take a step back and the Eagles will end up being the NFC East champions in 2022. But hey, those are just my opinions on that. Make sure you guys leave this video a like, as it always helps this channel to continue to grow and it beats the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you comment your thoughts down below on this Philadelphia Eagles team. Do you believe that they have enough to overtake the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and as always, click the subscribe button and notification bell. And as always, I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys have a great and excellent day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.